Have you ever experienced in your life one thing when we are 60s or 70s or 80s, we start talking in a different tone. We start thinking about life. And many times, perhaps you have also experienced your friends, your near and dear ones, your neighbor say like this: I have wasted all my life, I have done so many things, I did that, I did this, I did those, but I got nothing. My hands are empty. I sacrificed my life for my son, for my daughter, for my family, for my parents, but in return, I got nothing. My hands are empty. What is life? You just starts start seeking the answer at that late stage of life. This is the human nature. When everything gone out of your hand, then you start seeking the true meaning of life. Your whole life is in total confusion. This is the human. Our whole life is in total confusion. Why our whole life is in total confusion? Why we start thinking about our life at the end stage of our life? Why? Because of confusion, because of ignorance. Is there any way out of it? That is our investigation. Independent self investigation is the most important thing in your life. You don't need to depend on anybody, your guru, your schools, your teachers, your parents. You don't need to. You have to depend on yourself. Your self investigation is the most important thing in your life. I am telling my investigation. What is the one thing that can end the sorrow, ending of sorrow? What is that one thing? Ending of confusions, ending of duality. What is that one thing? That one thing is our attachment. Our attachment to everything. And second is your seeking. Our seeking. First, I am explaining what is seeking. Is your seeking is complete, or is it bringing the conflicts, confusion, sorrow in your life? What is the seeking? Yes, I do know. I have the experience. What you seek, you will get. Today, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, you will get. But what is your seeking? Your seeking, our seeking, is the projection of our own thought. Again, I am repeating this line. Our seeking is the projection of our own thought. Right? What you are seeking is already sought. Then go one step ahead. Is your thought, if is your projection of thought, which already sought for, is complete, is based on the wisdom, it is definitely big no, no, big no. What we are seeking out of greed, jealousy, out of competition, out of comfort mentality, out of security, out of insecurity. We are seeking for division, we are seeking for superiority. In 99% of case, our seeking is not on the pillar of wisdom. We are seeking to accumulate, hoard things. We are seeking out of selfish motives. We are seeking something for some direction. These are all futile. First, you have to stop seeking. And when you stop seeking, when you stop any kind of motives and direction, then ultimately your mind and brain start functioning in a much more different way, much more powerfully. Your mind and brain will start functioning from the different dimension of existence, where all the natural forces, where all the natural laws support you. When you just get something out of beyond your choicelessness, without any kind of choice, that thing will never bring sorrow, suffering. And second thing is attachment. Attachment is the founding pillar, is the pillar, or attachment is the fundamental reason of all kind of sufferings. You don't need to believe me, you don't need to rely on me, you don't need to rely on the Eastern or Western scriptures, you don't need to rely on anybody. If you understand, if you believe the scientific investigation, then I will say big Nobel awarded scientists are telling so after their much investigation. The attachment breeds hostility, sufferings. They are telling so. You don't need to rely on this, rely on me. When I stand very close to you, very close to you, I will not see you properly. I cannot observe you properly. If I want to see you properly, if I want to observe you properly, I have to make a distance. If I am not creating a distance between you and me, then you will not see me properly, I will not see you properly. A distance is very necessary thing in between you and me. There should not be any kind of attachment. When you are attached to a certain things, maybe objectively or subjectively, then what happened? In your thought, you involve, you engage your emotions, your energy. Then what happened? When you are engaging your emotions in a certain thought, then the thought booms. Then that thought is exaggerated. With that exaggerated things, thoughts, you cannot see the object or subject as it is. Now I am seeing the tree, the big tree standing upright. I am watching this tree and generating thoughts. And if I engage my emotions with that thought, then I cannot see the tree behind as actually it is. So in life, whatever, wherever you are in a family, you are in wherever you are, when you are attached to a things or object, then your thoughts are getting energy from your mind, body, brain, and you are engaging your emotions, and with that engagement of your emotions, you are creating a hyperactive, a hyper created, exaggerated version of reality. Actually, there is no such thing. Reality is not such that. Reality is far more beyond that. But you cannot perceive that thing the way it is. That is the problem. And this is the only thing which is bringing sufferings in your life at the end of your, at the ending stage of your life, you understand your mistake. I'm not telling you only object. We should not attach to our own ideas. own philosophies, own doctrines, own dogmas, attachment to any ideas, any philosophies, any dogmas is as dangerous as the attachment to any particular object. It may be to your attachment to your family, your friends, your sons, your daughter, your children's, your ideas, your philosophies, your dogmas, your so-called education, subjectively or objectively. You should be free from them. Attachment create a chain which tie you to a certain thing. You become a slave. Unconsciously you become a slave. You constricted your mind and brain to function properly. You restrict your brain and mind to function in a narrow boundary. That's why our human and mind and brain slowly with the progression of time it is shrinking. That's why there are hostilities, conflicts, fight everywhere, unrest. So when you are totally detached, your detached engagement into the action, and you are not seeking in these two things, if you follow in your life, then your mind and brain is completely free. This is the real freedom. This is the you. This is the beginning of a new era. Thank you. See you soon. Do take care of, very good care of yourself. Namaste.